Hey everyone, I'm Steve.
And Tommy.
And Rennie.
And together we're Smart Home Rigs. A lot of people thought it might have been an April Fool's joke when Wyze announced that they were making a car, but it's real. And it's here. So we're going to get this thing set up, watch this video, and we'll be right back. See you soon.
Now that the new Wyze V3 cam is out, everyone is replacing their old V2s with the new and hotness. But what do we do with the old V2 cameras? After all, they're still amazing HD wireless cameras. Well, thankfully Wyze has thought of something. It's the new Wyze 4-wheel drive RCCar. And if you were lucky enough or skilled enough to get one of these pre-ordered back in April, your quick mouse fingers and internet skills have paid off. Now you can experience front seat driving in the palm of your hand with features like internet-free connection, a realistic first-person perspective, an LED headlight, all-wheel drive, easy and intuitive controls, and all-terrain wheels. The Wyze Car, shifting into fun. And it connects to your phone's Wi-Fi so you can use it on the go, and an LED headlight that has 70 lumens and a color temperature that's 6,000 Kelvin, so you can see in the dead of night. Not to mention it comes with a 10,000 milliamp battery pack that will last you up to 2 hours of fun with a 20-hour standby. And 2 speeds on this vehicle. Eco mode, which lets you conserve battery power while tooling around at 1.5 miles per hour, and a sports mode, which kicks it into high gear so you can make a quick escape at 2 miles an hour. And all-terrain wheels that go from hardwood to the backwoods, but it's not weatherproof, so you shouldn't drive it in the rain, snow, deep puddles, or mud, as you could take your Wyze Car out. The mobile app remote control is intuitive and works with both Android 5.0 and higher and iOS 9 and higher. So you can control your Wyze Car from the safety of your favorite couch or chair and live stream your missions, or use the two-way audio, record videos, or take pictures, all from the onboard controls in the app. And it's rated for kids 6 and above, so it's fun for the whole family. It has a polycarbonate body weighing in just 2.2 pounds, so it's stealthy and ready to play. And the battery pack adds 7.4 ounces to the load, so when you're on your Wyze Car mission, never forget the 3 R's taught in the Spy Boot Camp: record, retrieve, recover. So if you got one coming, get ready to open up your box when it arrives and experience front seat driving in the palm of your hand.
Alright, so excited about the Wyze Car finally coming in. This is the April 1st on Wyze's website for pre-order. Everybody thought it was an April Fool's joke. Here it is in the flesh. We're going to unbox it today and see what's inside. It comes with 2 pieces. It comes with this car and this power bank right here. We're going to start by unboxing the power bank, because I think that's going to be pretty self-explanatory. Alright, so it comes with its own small ribbon cable. That's very nice. Going to be useful for the car, I'm certain. It's got instructions, but I'm pretty sure we all know what this power bank is all about. It's got a quick start guide. We'll come back to that if we need to. It's nice. It's got a texture to it. We're going to go ahead and see what's in the car itself. Alright, so it looks like we have a nice structured piece here. Well, I have to say I'm very happy to see an I backed the Wyze Cam car sticker. Put that right there. silica gel. We don't need that. The Wyze Car instruction book. Some assembly required, it looks like. So we'll go ahead and put this right here. Okay, these are the parts. I'll go ahead and get that out of the way. And we have a little piece here. I guess that's going to make sense to us here in a little bit. Let me guess. Oh, this is where the light goes. Alright.
As we figured you didn't want to sit through a 35-minute video showing how little plastic pieces get screwed together from people who are looking at instructions for the very first time, we decided to do this in fast motion. And if you opened up your box and you thought to yourself, I'll just click on this little QR code in the instruction manual and watch the video that they have posted up on their website, I've got sad news for you. That website doesn't exist. We hit the QR code and this is what we saw. So either it doesn't exist or they haven't made it live just yet. That's why we decided to put our video together and get it out as quick as possible so we could help those in need.
So that's got the battery pack in it. It's pretty spongy. Got plenty of play in the wheels.
Okay, so we're going to go into the App Store here. Go to do a search for Wyze Car. You'll see this right here. You'll see that I've already downloaded it before, so I'm just going to download it from the cloud. And then we're here. Go ahead and launch the camera here and log in. Sign in. Your location while using this app. And select the camera, Wyze 2. Which one do we want to use? See, disc cam, Wyze Car. Load camera mode. Firmware update.
Firmware update.
Because of course there is. Okay, I hear it flashing a bunch of times. I love how the progress bar has a little Wyze Car. But we wanted to make sure that we got our video together and up for all those people who are expecting their cars. Update failed. So the first update failed. Let's try again.
My firmware update failed.
Mine did too, and I'm retrying it. And I'm still recording it with the ever popular firmware update. Please stand by. Question for you though.
Good.
When you did the firmware update, did you have the camera plugged into the car?
No.
Okay. Because I have both plugs in, the big one and the small one. And I wasn't sure if that's why mine failed.
My camera's plugged in and ran a firmware update on the camera, which I told you it had been failing forever. And it didn't seem like it worked. And then I just unhooked everything, restarted the camera right here, really close to the router, and reran the firmware update, and it said that it went through successfully. And then I power cycled the camera, and everything was good. And now this firmware update, and it said that it was going to rerun, but I needed to make sure that the camera was connected to the internet, which it is. Update failed. This is really starting to piss me off. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unplug this camera, plug the charger from the camera into this power bank to charge it.
Our update failed again, and we're not doing it no more.
I just unplugged it, and now it doesn't see the camera at all. So that tells me that it has to be plugged in.
Okay, so I just plugged in the camera with a big USB, and I see the yellow light on the back of it, so I'm going to give it a few minutes to actually reconnect on the network.
Now I see the light working on the front, which wasn't working before.
Yeah, if I got both of these plugged in, it just doesn't see it.
Yeah, but the app doesn't see the camera in the car either.
It like hates it. It doesn't want to work.
Maybe it is an April Fool's joke.
Okay, so after the failure, we have to take the camera and redo the firmware. So I'm going to take this little memory stick out of here, and then we're going to put it in this little card reader here, put it in the computer, and download some files. I'm going to put links to this and the other pages you'll see down in the description. In looking for fixes to reset the Wyze Car, I found that you can't reset the car, but you can reset the camera. Brenda posted this on the support site at Wyze. It didn't work for me, but it might work for some of you. Turns out the issue that Rennie and I had were that we were bleeding edge, not cutting edge. We were using the beta version of the Wyze software, and therefore the software version of the firmware was newer than what could be flashed by the car app. So if that's the case with you, you're going to have to flash that firmware using one of the officially released versions. You can download it from the links that we'll put in the description below. Once you get that zip file, you unzip it, rename the file demo.bin, and make sure it's in the root of the SD card you're going to put back into the camera. And now that I've renamed them demo and I put them back on the card, I put the card back in here. And the hard part comes when you have to hold down the reset button here while plugging it in. And I suggest you use the thumb so you can get a really good grip on it, because it kept slipping out. It's very elusive. You got to hit just the tip of that. So you hold down the startup while you plug in this thing right here. All right. Plugging it in, holding this down. Alright, and then it'll go through its little process. The little light will turn yellow, light blue. As opposed to the regular blue that it flashes before, the light blue is yellow and blue together, which comes off as light blue. It's hard to pick up on the camera, but you'll see it. And then once you get that, you can go ahead and close this thing back up, put it back on the car. And the reason this thing holds on so well in the front of the car is because this plate has a metal ring in it which this magnet holds to, which is why you can see it feels like it locks into place there. So that's kind of cool. And then you put the big plug in the back here. I've seen a number of people on Reddit that suggest that you have both plugs plugged in. You do not need the little mini one. Once you do this firmware, it basically is turning it into a web camera. For anybody who had used the tools to do the V2 webcam back when the pandemic first started, it was using the USB-A to USB-A. It's basically the same firmware, so you don't use the little one anymore. You only use this big one, which normally you would use as a jumper. And then you just plug the car into the right hand side here. It says USB A1 and USB A2. I don't know if that's 1 amp and 2 amps or if that's just port 1 and 2, but the picture had it on the right, so that's what I did. I put it on the right, but as soon as this thing lights up, you'll see that it also lights up the front, which tells you that power's going all the way through it. And then from then on, once you're done using it, then all you have to do is just unplug it right here, leave the tail out. These little lights on the indicator, which tell you how much battery power you have left, because this thing has a crazy amount of battery. These will go off automatically after 1 minute of not use. And then whenever you're ready to use it the next time, you just plug this in and it automatically completes the circuit. When I went back after the firmware update and went to go and install the camera, it still had the residual bad one from when the firmware was messed up. So what I ended up having to do was go into the settings of the app, go down to the device, and actually delete the camera from it so that I could re-add the camera to it. That's the process I'm going through here. I'm just showing you guys in case you have the exact same experience. You'll know what we did to fix ours. Once you delete the camera, then you go back through and it's just the standard setup process like you would have done in the Wyze app, but in this app it all does it in landscape as opposed to portrait. But you type in your network information, then it'll give you a QR code that you scan just like normal, and then it will try to find the device. And it took a long time to find the device, so I did a time lapse to try and speed it right along, and after it failed, it immediately reconnected and did so properly. Hopefully this information was helpful for you guys. If it was, please like the video so others will know it's helpful as well. And you'll notice when it wakes up, it's in my photo cube. So yeah, not a lot of room to drive here, but we'll take it outside and we'll run it through the house and out back and put it through its paces, and you'll see that in just a little bit. Now we'll cut over to Rennie, who is doing the process that I had just shared with you guys on his device, and he picks it up with the status light.
And when you plug in the camera, you should see the status light here change from yellow to blue once it makes its connection to the network. So we'll just sit tight right here while that happens. Alright, now it's solidly connected, so now we should be able to recognize this once we start the application. It sees the camera, and there it is. Headlight on. It's got a little horn. How cute is that? Alright. Looks like the next is going to be to take this bad boy outside. See you there.
last little tip here. I'm going to flip it over here on the bottom. If you look right here at the top, if yours is leaning to the right or to the left as you're driving it, this is how you would adjust it right here. There's just a little bit of I'm going to lift the camera up here so we can see this. There's a little adjuster right here that will allow you to do it to the right or to the left, so you can cheat it one way or the other to make sure that it's using it the way you want it to. During the assembly process, just bear in mind that these crossbars all have a notch on the bottom, so they only go in when we tried to dry fit. I think we had these things reversed, but it wasn't until we went to go try to put the rod in there that we noticed there's a little notch in the bottom to let you know which one's right and left. The kit will come with 8, I think, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the short screws that go here that assemble the cage, and then on the bottom there's 4 long screws that go in here, at this back corner here, at this back corner here, and right over here. And then the rubber band's attached to these little notches right here and right here to hold the battery down right here so that it doesn't go anywhere. Aside from that, that's your full look and setup and configuration of the Wyze car. Hope you guys like it.
Not bad, huh? What'd you think of it, Tommy?
I think it was pretty cool. I love the light and the little horn.
Thumbs up approval from Tommy. Hopefully you were able to snag one back in April before they got all sold out.
And if you were lucky enough to get one, tell us in the comments what you did with yours. Do you only use it inside? Do you take it outside? Do you race people? Tell us all about it.
And if there's a lot of response, maybe Wyze will bring them back and sell them again.
And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and ding that bell.
If you ding that bell, you won't miss any notifications when we post new videos. And if you like that video, it'll tell other people on YouTube that it might be worth their time as well.
So until next time, I've been Steve.
And Tommy.
And Rennie.
And you guys have been great. We'll catch you in the next one. Smart Home Rigs, helping your smart home tech work for you.